Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. So till now we have successfully added all the navigation drawer options, the navigation header and the app bar layout and the hamburger button, or you can say this icon. Okay, so we have successfully added all these things. Now the next important thing is to add a sign up activity, or you can say the register activity and the login activity, where a user will create a brand new account by using the register activity. We will get the the email and the password and all these things. Okay, and then we will work on our login activity. So we are proceeding step by step. Okay, so let's start working on it. So go to the Android Studio, and here let's close these previous activities. Okay, and now first of all we need to create another activity. We will activity, and this will be empty activity, and we have to name it register activity. Click finish. So you can see that our register activity is created successfully. Okay, so go to the activity register.xml, and first of all let's change this constant layout to the relative layout so that it can work relatively on mobile phones. Okay, so we have changed to relative layout. So before we proceed and add the added text, the fields for the email and password and the register button, first of all let's create some designs for the added text and for the buttons. Okay, so we will be using basically that design for our input fields and for the buttons. Okay, so let's first create these designs. Okay, so we have this drawable folder. Okay, so you can simply click here on the drawable folder, click new, and click this drawable resource file, and let's name it. We will be creating design for the input field, so let's name it as inputs.xml. Okay, click OK, and it is created successfully. Okay, if I click on it, then we are on the inputs.xml. Now go to the text, and inside this selector we need shapes. Okay, so we will change this selector to shape. Okay, and now inside this shape we can say, we have to give it a color. Okay, we will be using this on our inputs layout as I told you. So we can say solid color, this one, and the color which you will be using is, for it will be white, is this color code. Okay, which is 6 small English alphabets of F. Okay, you can see that. And also let's give some border to it, so we can say right here that is corners. Sorry, okay, corners, and the corners we have to give it the radius, and the radius for it will be 30 dp. Okay, now close it. So these are our corners. Okay, that's it. And yeah, so this will be the design for our inputs, for the edit text, in which you will be getting input from a user. Okay, now the next thing is to create a design for the button. So you can simply click on this drawable, click new, click drawable resource file, and let's name it button.xml. click OK, and it's created successfully. Let's come here, and now here we can simply change this selector to shape. Okay, and instead of writing the code, we can simply copy this, come here to the input.xml and copy this solid and corner from here and paste it here on button.xml. Okay, but we have to change the color for it. So for it the color will be color primary dark. Okay, you can see that. So in this way we create the button.xml and the input.xml. Okay, one is for the inputs and one is for the buttons, which we will be creating now. Okay, so you can simply close that, and now come to the activity register.xml file, and now here we need to do some serious work. We have to make the design of our register activity more professional and more beautiful. So first of all, we need an image view for displaying the app icon here. Okay, so we can simply say, okay, first of all, before we proceed, let me show you the icons, okay, which we as I told you in the previous tutorials, and I also provide the link to these icons. So I hope you guys download this .rar file which I told you in the previous tutorial, and I hope you have paste that inside your drawable folder. Okay, so this is basically our app icon. Okay, but if you want, you can simply replace this icon with your own. Okay, if you want to change the icon of your app, but this is the icon for our app. Okay, so yeah, we will be adding this icon. Okay, and you can see that we have these background layouts also. Okay, so yeah, let's come here. So now we need to add a image view for the icon. So we can say image view, drag and drop this image view here, and here you can simply write in the search box the name of the icon, which is logo, by the name logo. Okay, so you can simply write logo, and you can see this is the icon. So click on it, and the icon appeared here successfully. Now you can simply come here to the options, and from here you can simply give it a width 150 dp and the height should be 150 dp. So it's look good now. Okay, and the next thing which we will be needing is an email field, or you can say email edit text field. So you can simply write here email, and you can see this is appeared. Drag and drop this email field here. Okay, and it should be match parent, and the height should be rep content. You can see here also. Okay, and then we need a password field. Okay, so we can simply, okay, first of all, before we drag and drop a password field, let's give a hint to this email field. So here in the search box we can write hint, and this is the hint, and let's write here email. So this is our email, and now let's drag and drop a password field. Okay, so we will be using this one. Okay, password, drag and drop here these two. Okay, and let's give it a hint, password. Okay, password, that's it. And we will be using another field for confirming the password, so drag and drop another password field here. Okay, so yeah, we will give it a hint, confirm, oh sorry, confirm password. Okay, that's it. Now the next thing is a button. Okay, so from here you can simply drag and drop this button. This will be our button. Okay, and let's change the text for it to create account. That's it. And now let's let's do some designing on it. So go to the text first of all, and let's give a background to our this activity, or you can say to our relative layout. So we can say background, Android background, and it should be it should be inside the drawable folder. Okay, and okay, let me check the name of it first. What's the name of our, yes, it is available inside the drawable folder by the name, you can simply write here login. Okay, which is this one inside the drawable folder. If you check, it is available by the name login. Okay, so I'm talking about this background. Okay, so yeah, that is our background for the register activity. And now let's give background to our edit text, or you can say for the email field. So we can say, we can simply write here background, Android background, and you can see that we have created the imports.xml file. Okay, which is this one. So you can simply give it like that. Okay, and let's give some padding to the email field. So we can simply write here padding, and it should be 10 dp. Yes, it is perfect now. And let's give it an icon. at the left side. So we can say you can simply write here drawable left, this one. Okay, this one, yes, Android drawable left, and the icon is available in the drawable folder, and it is by the name email, okay, which is this icon. You can see that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And now let's give it to the password edit text, or you can say input field also. So we can simply write give the background for it, and the background for it is inputs, the same which we give it to the email. Okay, and the padding for it will be 10 dp. Okay, and the icon for it will be at the left side, the drawable left, and it is present by the name password. Okay, you can see that. And also we can, for the time saving, we will just copy these 3 lines of code, which is background, padding, and drawable left, and we will give it to the confirm password. Okay, so you can paste it here, and you can see that we will be using the same icon for the confirm password. Okay, and yeah, it is now good. Let's go to the design and let's move it. Let's make it. Let's make the view of the layout perfect now. So from the top, the icon will be 10 dp, and then we have this email field, so it should be 5 dp from the top. Okay, and then this edit text will also be 5 dp from the top, and then confirm password should be 5 dp from the top. Now let's give some apply some design on our create account button. So go to the text, and here we can simply say background, and the background which we created for the buttons is by the name button.xml. So you can simply write here button, and it will appear, which is this one. Okay, so you can see it is we have given it successfully, and let's give some padding to it. So the padding for the button will be 15 dp. Okay, and yeah, it is fine. Now let's come here. This is our button, and it should be 5 dp from the top. Okay, and let's change the text color of the button. So you can simply write here text, view your properties, and the text size for it should be 15, and we can simply click on this. Okay, so yeah, let's change the text color to white, or you can say the background light. Okay, and make it bold, and the text size 20 will be good. Okay, create account. It is now perfect. Okay, yeah, it looks more beautiful now. So yeah, it looks beautiful. Okay, now let's assign some IDs to these fields. So for the image, for the icon, we can simply write here register underscore icon. Okay, and then we have email field, so we can say register underscore email, register email, and then we have the second one is password, so we can say register password. Okay, and then we have confirm password, so we can say register underscore confirm underscore password, register confirm password. And then we have a create account button, so we can simply name it as register underscore create underscore account, register create account. So this is basically our register activity. Now before we proceed and do the coding for register the user, let's create another activity for the login, login activity. Okay, so yeah, we have to, let's close this previous activity and let's create another activity. Okay, so you can simply click here, click new, and click activity, and we have to create another empty activity, which we will call it login activity. Okay, so login activity, click finish. Okay, and wait for it. So our login activity is created successfully. So let's go to the activity login.xml. Okay, and on our, first of all, let's change this constant layout to relative layout. Okay, so select this and let's change it to the relative layout. Okay, and now we have, let's go to the register, open the activity register.xml, and from here we need this I mean we have already created it. So for the time saving, I'm going to copy the code for this image view, I mean for this image view, or you can say the app icon, then email and password we will be needing there. Okay, so let's click text, and let's first copy this icon, okay, which is our image view. Okay, so control C, and let's go to the activity login, and here we can simply paste it inside this relative layout. And as you know that we have to change the ID for it, so we are on the login activity, so let's call it login icon. Okay, so make sure to change the IDs for it. Okay, and we have to give it unique name. Okay, so the name should not be same, okay, on both activities. It should be different, as we are on the login activity, so that's why we have to call it login_icon. Now let's go to the activity register, and we need to copy the code for this email button. Okay, this is our email button. Okay, so control C, copy this, go to the login activity login, and let's paste the email code also here, and let's change this email register email to the login email. Okay, which is this one, login email, since we are on the login activity. Now to move it below, all you have to, you can see that here it is our, click here on this design. Okay, and this is our email. Okay, simply select this and drag and drop here, so it is moved here. Okay, now let's go to the activity register, and let's copy the field, the password field also. Okay, so you can simply copy this, go to the login and paste it here. So make sure to follow me on each steps and do the same which I am doing now. Okay, because unless you will get an error if you do random things. Okay, so just do the same thing which I am doing. Okay, so now we are on the login activity, so we will change just the ID for it to login password. Okay, for this one. Okay, click design, and this is our password field, so you can simply drag and drop here below the email. Okay, so yeah, we need all these three, I mean these two buttons. And also let's go again to the activity register, and we just need this button, and we will change it on our login activity to login. Okay, so copy this button from here. Okay, I'm doing this step just for the time saving. Okay, but if you want, you can do it manually, whatever you want to do. Okay, so first of all, let's change this text. Since you know that we are on our login activity, so you can simply change this create account to login. Okay, and now let's remove the ID. I mean we have to change the ID for it, as it is for the login, so we can say login underscore button. Okay, so this is our login button. That's it. Now click on design. Now this is our button, simply drag and drop here. That's it. Now close the activity register. Okay, and if I show you the register activity, then it is the same which we apply. Okay, so make sure to use the different, I mean you can notice the IDs for these, okay, these fields. Okay, it should not be matched to these one, unless your app will crash if you run it. Okay, so we given it the different IDs to these fields on our activity login.xml. Okay, it is not matching with the fields of activity register.xml. Okay, so yeah, close this register, and now let's design our activity login.xml. So first of all, let's give it a background, so we can simply here we can say background and dot background, and the background is available inside the drivable folder by the name register. Okay, this one you can see that. And now the next thing is to click on this icon and let's give it some proper layouts. Okay, so from the top it should be 10 dp. Okay, and the login email, it should be 5 dp from the top, and password, it also should be 5 dp from the top, and then we have a login button, it should also be 5 dp from the top. Now the next thing is we need a text view here, which will be basically a link. You can say that he drag and drop this text view. It should be match parent wrap content. Okay, and it should be 5 dp, no, 10 dp from the top. Okay, and you can simply write here text. Okay, click this view viewer properties, and let's change the text for it to don't have an account, need new account. That's it. Okay, and let's change the text to 20. Oh no, 20 is not good. I mean, it will look bad, I mean, on screen. So make it bold, and let's give it a text color. So the text color for it should be red. Okay, hollow red dark. And since we are on the activity login.xml, okay, so this background is not, I mean, this is, we have a background color which is by the name login. Okay, so sorry for that. You can simply write here login, and this is basically the background for our activity login.xml. Okay, now click design. Okay, so yeah, it is perfect now. And let's change the app icon first. Okay, because there is, yes, let's change the layout width for it, because we are going to add the 3 more buttons where we will be allowing a user to sign in, or you can say log in their Facebook account, log in through their Twitter account, and log in through their Google account. Okay, so we have to make this icon smaller. Okay, so 120 dp width and 120 dp height for the app icon, or let's change it to 100 will be good, I think. Okay, 110 dp and 110 dp, sorry, 110 dp. Yes, it is now good. And click on this login email, and let's give it the padding. Okay, so the padding for it should be add dp. Okay, and for the password field it should also be add dp, and yeah, that's it. Okay, okay, click on this text view. Now here we have to make it center, so click this and click on this one. Okay, so yeah, it is, look, the design looks perfect now. So yeah, it's fine. Now we need another text view, so drag and drop another text view here. Okay, and make it like that, and let's change it to, here we will write the text as or login with, okay, and make it center. It should not be bold, but we have to increase the text size only. Okay, like that, you can see that. So or login with, and let's make it bold. Okay, or login with, yes, it looks beautiful now. So now let's go to this text. Okay, and here at the bottom we can simply create a linear layout, and inside that linear layout we will add our social buttons, that is for the Facebook login and using through Twitter account or Google account. Okay, so we can say match parent, wrap content, and okay, first of all, here we can set the orientation, so we can say orientation, it should be horizontal. Okay, and now let's add these buttons. Okay, let's move it let's give some spaces between it so that we can differentiate between it. Okay, so first of all we need to add an image view here. Okay, so we can say image view, the width should be 100 dp, sorry 100 dp, and the height should be 80 dp. Okay, and the source for it will be, the first one button will be, you can simply write src. It means that the Android source, and we have an icon present inside the drawable folder by the name Facebook. Okay, which is this icon, you can see that. Okay, so it will be automatically, it will catch that icon and it will display here. Okay, as I already showed these icons to you guys. Okay, so this is basically the name for that icon inside our drawable folder. Now the second image view will be for the Twitter, so you can simply copy this image view and you can change it simply for the Twitter button. So yeah, we can simply write here, instead of Facebook we can say Twitter. Okay, so this is the Twitter icon, and now we can paste it down below for the Google sign-in. So instead of Facebook we can say Google. Okay, so all these icons are present by these names. So first of all, let's move this linear layout at the bottom. Okay, we need it here. So for doing that, what we gonna do, that is, here we can say, you can simply write here, that is layout underscore below, layout below ID. Okay, click on this ID, and now we want this linear layout at the bottom. Okay, below this or login with. So to move it here at the bottom, all we need is to copy the ID of this one, which is this. Okay, the ID of this text view, which is this one, or login with, is text view 2. Okay, so this is the ID for it, so you can simply copy this text view 2 ID. Okay, I'm talking about the ID, which is the ID of this one. So whatever the ID of that is in your case, you can simply copy this, Control C. Now come down here and give it here, paste it here. So you can see that it is moved successfully here. Now let's make these icons perfect, I mean beautiful, at the same shape. Okay, so width is 100, height is 80 dp, and this is the source. And the next thing is to give it margin to it. Okay, so we can say layout margin from the left. First of all, let's give it margin from the left, and it should be 25 dp. Okay, and also margin from the top, sorry, layout margin. Okay, layout margin from the top. Okay, layout margin top, it should be 8 dp. That's it. Now come down here to this one and to the Twitter. Okay, so let's change the width. The width for it will be 125 dp, and the height should be 105 dp. Okay, and let's set the, we will give it only the layout from the left. Okay, so we can say layout margin left, and it should be 25 dp. Let's check it. No, 25, not 5 dp. Okay, because it is at the center. And now we have this Google button, okay, which we will be using for the Google sign-in. Okay, we will be allowing the user to sign in through their Google account. So let's change the layout width to 97 dp will be the width. No, it is not good. Let's give it 90 dp. Yes, now it is perfect. And 75 dp will be the height. Yes, it is good. Okay, and let's give it the margin from the left. Okay, so we can say layout margin left, and from the left it should be 15 dp will be good, I think. Yes, it is good. And from the top we can say layout margin top, and it should be 10 dp. So it is now arranged properly. Okay, And now let's go to the design so that we can give IDs to these fields. So the first one is, you know, that for the Facebook sign in, so we can give it an ID, and the ID for the first button will be Facebook underscore sign in underscore button. Facebook sign in button. The second one is for the Twitter, so we can say Twitter sign in button, sign in underscore button. Okay, and the third one is for the Google sign in, so we can say Google underscore sign in underscore button. And at the last we have this don't have an account, okay, which is this one. We have when a user click on this don't have an account, need you account, this will basically work as a link. When a user click on it, we will redirect the user to the register activity. Okay, so let's give it an ID, so we can say register underscore account underscore link, register account link. Okay, so yeah, it is perfect, and there is no need to give ID to this or login with. This is just the text which we want to display on the screen. Okay, and now let's give it some proper layout from the top. Okay, so it is 10 dp. Now this click on this linear layout and let's give it 10 dp from the top. Okay, so yeah, it looks more beautiful now, and yeah, it is fine. So in this way we have successfully designed the login activity, and also we have designed the register activity. So this is it for this video, and in the next video we will do coding for the register activity and for the login activity. Okay, so yeah, this is it for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.